Pokémon Legends ZA trailer has dropped, and wow, there's a lot to unpack. From real-time battles to wild zones in Lumiose City, plus the return of Mega Evolution, this might be the most ambitious Pokémon game yet. But hidden in this trailer are subtle details that hint at a deeper story and a completely new way to experience Pokémon. Stick around, because we're about to break it all down. Let's start with the most obvious one, Lumiose City. But it's not just the Lumiose we remember from Pokémon X and Y. This version is undergoing a massive urban redevelopment project. That means we could be playing in a city that's changing over time, possibly even rebuilding itself as we progress. Does this remind anyone else of real-life Paris renovations in the 19th century? The problem with this theory is, unless this game is set in an alternate reality, like the first Legends game was, then this renovation is taking place in the future. Why is that, I hear you ask? Well, remember AZ, the ancient Colossian king who built the ultimate weapon and lived for over 3,000 years? Well, he's back, and he owns a hotel. That's right, A to Z appears in the trailer as the owner of the hotel players will be staying in. This raises so many questions. Is he still immortal? What's his connection to Lumiose's redevelopment? And most importantly, if his eternal flower Floette is running the hotel with him, then surely this game is set in the future, given how the events of Pokémon X and Y played out. The fact that this game is literally called Pokémon Legends ZA makes me think AZ could again be one of the most important characters in the entire story. What do you think? Drop your theories in the comments because this is huge. One of the biggest surprises in the trailer is how Pokémon interact in the new wild zones. These aren't your standard grassy routes. Pokémon are roaming through alleyways, climbing rooftops, and blending into the urban environment. That means we could be seeing a completely new Pokémon ecosystem, one that's thriving inside a human city. It also raises an interesting question. How will catching Pokémon work? Will it be the same as Legends Arceus with stealth and real-time interactions, or will this game have its own nuances? One thing is for sure, this is not just another standard Pokémon game, and the Legends series is showing that it is not afraid to experiment. Okay, this is a game changer. The trailer hints at a real-time battle system, or at least a hybrid system, where Pokémon and trainers can move freely during combat. That means positioning, dodging, and timing your moves will actually matter. Could we be looking at the most dynamic Pokémon battle system ever? And if so, how will classic mechanics like Mega Evolution fit into all of this? Will it be once per battle, or will you have to fulfill certain criteria before you're allowed to unleash Mega variants? For years, fans have been begging for the return of this fan-favorite mechanic, and from what we saw in the trailer, Mega Evolution looks like it might be a key gameplay feature. But here's the real question. Are we only getting old Mega Evolutions, or will Game Freak surprise us with brand new ones? Maybe we'll finally get a Mega Evolution for Pokémon that deserved one, but never got it. Like Flygon, Zoroark, or even Goodra. If you could pick one Pokémon to get a new Mega Evolution, who would it be? Tell me in the comments. Now here's something that really caught my attention. The starter Pokémon selection is not what most people expected, though I knew they'd go with Totodile because, let's face it, he's a beast. Instead of Kalos starters like Froakie or Fennekin, we get Chikorita, Generation 2, Tepig, Gen 5, and Totodile, also Gen 2. Why these Pokémon? Could this be a hint at time travel? Or maybe something even bigger, like a connection to Pokémon's past legendary events? Something tells me this choice isn't random, and I bet it ties into AZ's past, the war in Kalos, or even the origins of Mega Evolution. So when can we get our hands on Pokémon Legends ZA? The game is officially set for a late 2025 release, and it will be exclusive to the Nintendo Switch family of consoles. That means we could see it launch alongside Switch 2, and if that happens, the game's graphics and mechanics could be even more impressive than what we've seen so far. This trailer just gave us a tiny glimpse of what's coming, and I guarantee there are even more secrets hidden within. Could we see the return of the Kalos War and a deeper dive into its history? Brand new Pokémon forms or evolutions? A storyline that finally explains what happened to the ultimate weapon? I want to hear your theories. What did you notice in the trailer that I didn't mention? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any Pokémon Legends ZA updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.